After President Nelson's passing, many have shared experiences with him and how he impacted their lives.
Tonight, we have the story of someone else who knew President Nelson well, but in a slightly different way. Here's news specialist Daniel Woodruff.
Today, we remember the life of President Russell Marion Nelson.
On Sunday, with little notice, Derrick Porter paid tribute to President Nelson on a special live broadcast of music and the spoken word.
Above all, he was a disciple and witness of Jesus Christ.
Porter is the announcer for the program. He woke up that morning to learn that President Nelson had died.
A few months earlier, I had felt a small impression that it was time to prepare something. I had no idea that this was coming, but had written the bones of that tribute.
Last year, President Nelson called Porter to his assignment with the choir, but their association went far beyond that.
For a period of just under 10 years, I served either as a counselor in the bishopric or as the bishop of our ward, where we had the great pleasure and privilege of seeing very frequently and often President Nelson.
That was in North Salt Lake, where President Nelson used to live.
Every time when he was there, he was loving, he was uplifting, he was building. His compliments actually would carry me through the day.
It was an unusual experience helping lead a congregation attended by this high-level church leader.
There was one time where he sat down and said, "You know, Derrick," and opened up the program for me and said, "I think that perhaps this bulletin, this program is a little bit overscheduled." There was other times where it might have just been a little note that was sent after sacrament meeting, other times leaning over and saying that really worked well.
Porter also often saw President Nelson outside the walls of a chapel.
He was an amazing neighbor. I would often see him going every Monday morning and collecting all the garbage cans of all the neighbors and bringing them in. I would see him there in his early 90s working with his snowblower, taking care of the neighbors' walks. You never felt that he was better or different than you. Truly, he felt just that he was one of us.
The funeral for President Nelson will take place on Tuesday. Daniel Woodruff, KSL 5 News.